Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the Stanley Cup champion Winnipeg Jets. So we're just about to head into the year one draft here to start this first off season. There are a couple guys in this draft that I have pinned. These five here that could potentially be targets and should be easy to get as they're all outside the first round. We'll trade some picks around to hopefully get all five of these. But the main goal in this draft is to try and bolster the team a little bit to try and make a repeat run at the Cup. So looking at our team situation and where we're kind of lacking. I'm not sure if I want to re-sign Nyquist. We'll see when we get to the offseason in a few days. But if he goes, then I want to find a guy, ideally a sniper, to play on that second line with O'Reilly for however long he sticks around. And then Perfetti as well. So two-way forward and playmaker and Perfetti get a shooter on that line. So I was looking around. Again, going by my parameters of we're not going to be giving up any established players, so it'll have to be an established player. So over 26 is what I searched for, and I found Eli Tolvanen was the only guy who really matched that criteria. He's on Columbus right now, but however, Columbus was a very good team in the last year. They were like top 10 in the league. Not sure where they finished in the playoffs, but anyway, they wouldn't be realistically looking to move a guy like that who's a top six forward for them as they're looking to make a run at the playoffs again next year. So that position is off the table. So then I move to defense. And our top four is really good. Sandberg is listed as a top six defenseman. So I was thinking potentially we could get another top four defenseman on that left side. And then we'd have Morrissey, whoever that top four is, and then Sandberg, which would be really solid on the left side. But again, with those 26 and up parameters, I couldn't find anyone who didn't have a no movement clause, and it's tough with Winnipeg because nobody has Winnipeg in their allowable teams list. So that's off the table as well. So then the last thing was a right-handed defenseman. So obviously Pionk, really good, but he's still listed as a top four. I feel like he's a bit high for top four. Like, he did have a good season. He was playing 21 minutes, which is decent. So I have a couple options. Either I can go ahead and play Morrissey and Pionk together on that top pair, which would be really good offensively. They are both decent defensively too, but two offensive defensemen, not sure how well that would play. I did have success in personal franchise mode just recently. I had a drafted offensive defenseman playing alongside Quinn Hughes, and they did very well together. So that could be a possibility, but I would like to have someone a little bit better defensively who is a top two defenseman. So the guy that I was looking at, the one guy that matched my criteria, was Noah Dobson of the Canadiens. So he is, the Canadiens were really bad last year. They were 29th in the league, and he's 26, so right on that cusp, but he'll be out of his growth year either this offseason or the next year. So, iffy, but if I give them enough value in terms of prospects, draft picks, whatever. Maybe realistically, they're like, okay, we were bad this year. This trade didn't work out. Let's trade him and try to retool a little bit. So I think that's fine if I can give them enough value. So he's going to be our target at the draft here. And we would be moving DeMello as well. So then we'd go Dobson and Pionk on that right side. Potentially could hold on to him, but we do still have Luke Shen, who's pretty good as a top six defenseman, especially on that bottom pair. He would be fine, and I would re-sign him. He doesn't want a whole ton, so we can re-sign him for sure. So DeMello would go, and then we'd throw in some. Actually, can he get traded to Montreal? Yes, so that'll work. So DeMello, and then maybe like a Brad Lambert, some draft picks. Anyway, let's get into the draft, and we will see how open that Montreal is to that move. So first of all, draft class. Like I said, all of our guys are outside of that first round. So I think we're going to package our first round pick in this potential trade for Noah Dobson. And let's just see if this is even possible. I don't want to give up a crazy amount because obviously we did just win the cup and we are a good team. So Noah Dobson coming back, Dylan DeMello going over, and then how much value is our first round pick? Decent value. Throw that in as well, and then get some prospects that they want. They don't really want anyone. Frey we can add in here, and we'd need a little bit more, so let's see. They want any of these goalies? No. So basically anyone who's not NHL ready is on the table. So like a Braden Yeager, definitely on the table. And that looks pretty even there. So let's try this to start. So DeMello, 32nd overall pick in this year's draft, free. Still don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Sorry to him. And Yeager for Noah Dobson coming back. No, not even close. So we don't really have a ton else to add. I'm not obviously trading any of these guys because these are our top 6 and our top 2. Niederreiter could trade, but his value is not crazy either. And then would be Brad Lambert would be the next. He is, kind of on the cusp, right? 4th line forward, so he could play next year. But, shoot. What if we did trade Niederreiter and then we just sign Nyquist for that 3rd line instead, or get another 3rd line player? Shoot. Sure, let's see if we can replace him. So let's see if that'll go through. And this will be the most we can do because that's all really the value we have. I guess actually we could throw in another first, like next year's first, which has more value. Yeah, let's do that instead. And then maybe we'll take out Yeager to start and see how that goes. So DeMello this year's first, next year's first, and a defenseman they want for Noah Dobson. No. If we put Yeager back in, him and Niederreiter are pretty comparable in terms of value. No, so how about another first? This is kind of a crazy trade, but I don't know. If you think of like what Montreal traded to get Dobson, it's not that crazy. And then San Jose, 1st overall, yet again. They get this dude, Foligno, franchise forward. So San Jose is going to be very good in a few years. Power forward, already NHL ready. Yeah, he looks like a really good player. So congrats to San Jose. Their future is looking very bright, much like in real life. Okay, so realistically, this is kind of the most we can do. 3 firsts, a prospect, and an established player. So let's see. And if it doesn't go through, then, it is what it is, and we'll roll with what we have. So final time, no. And we're still not close. So it's not going to happen for Noah Dobson. That is okay. So we'll just draft our picks and move on, see what there is in free agency. So our next guy coming up, it'll be 45 and 46, and then 53. So let's see what we have in terms of picks. 45, 46, and 53. So we need to get a bunch of those. So a couple around 40 and one around 50. So 3, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Oh, perfect. The Canucks have 2 right here. So we will get 40 and 41 from the Canucks. And we will trade our first. How about this pick and that pick? No. What about that pick? Okay, so a first and a bunch of later picks for 2 early seconds. And that will allow us to get our guys that we want. Let's take a look, see if anyone else. NHL ready guy for the Flames here. Another nice pick for the Red Wings. A couple years away, but a good pick. Medium elite, medium elite, medium elite. Voinov. So, yeah, not a super strong draft. I mean, top 6 guys, medium elite or better, I guess is decent. Anyone in these late rounds? Preston, who's always good. Yeah, medium elite for him. I like that pick from the Blues. And yeah, looks like no one else in this first round. And then we will take a go at our guys here. So this guy obviously will be a pull. We don't know. High elite, probably not, but hopefully he's at least top 6. Let's see. Top 9 medium. It's kind of a bust, but is what it is when you're guessing. And then a low top 4 confirmed for this guy. 66 overall. These guys obviously will be trade assets if anything, so that is okay. All right, so moving on to our next guy up, 53. So again, we're looking to get around 50. It's 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. The Kraken. And we will trade. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I guess just both of these. Maybe a next year pick, or actually if they want anyone, maybe like anyone who's not, yeah, like JD. That one as well. 2 7ths and a roster player. No. Dang. What about Johnson Fjollerby as well? They really do not want any of these guys. Okay, so why don't we try then just like a 5th next year. Didn't even add it to it. Okay, come on, 5th next year. Whew, tough going here. 3rd next year. And 2 7ths. They do accept. Okay. So we'll go to 50. Grab this guy again. Another kind of coin flip. Again, another top 9. So, you know, whatever. And then lastly, we have these guys. Coin flip and a sure thing. So 130 and 169. So we will try and go. So 130. So we want to go late in the 4th then to grab him. Preferably an Eastern team above 30. Let's just go to the Capitals here. 125. See if they want anyone because we don't have any draft picks left. top 9. These guys are close. No, they don't want players, so it'll have to be a pick for next year. So how about next year 5th? Just a touch. 5th and a 7th next year. Okay. I always love that when it's like, you just need to sweeten the value a touch, and then you give them like the least you can possibly give them, and they're like, oh my god, I can't believe you've, this is the trade of the year for us. But anyway, we've got our pick here. We'll get our guy. Medium top 4, a gem, so he could turn out to be something good. We probably won't get to see it, and he's a long ways away, so unless we're winning like 6 cups in a row, we definitely won't get to see it there, but that's okay. And then lastly, 169, so around 165. So another round would be 158. So we'll go early in the 6th. And sure, let's go to the Leafs here. 61, that'll be fine. Sharks pick. And do the Leafs want anyone here? No, they can't take anyone, so it'll be another pick again. So next year's 6th. For this year's 6th. And it does. Okay, so we now have no draft picks next year, so that might be tough. Hopefully it's a weak class. But anyway, we're looking to win the cup, so whatever. Stock in the cupboards right now instead of futures. I always like to do that. I'd rather get a sure thing than a coin flip, as I've been saying lots today. But our final pick here, first pick in the 6th round. Low franchise, very unlikely that he's low franchise, obviously at 1 bar, but top 4 would be amazing. Low elite is awesome, so that's a great pick in the 6th round. 51 overall, so again, probably not a guy we'll see develop, and low elite usually doesn't have a lot of trade value, but for the 6th round pick, that's a great pickup. So that is the end of the draft and the end of this video. In the next one, we'll get into the re-sign stage and free agency, see what we can do in terms of those upgrades that I was hoping to do in the next video, or in this video rather. We'll do that next time. But if you enjoyed this one, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.